Morning. It is Friday the 13th. Can you believe Friday the 13th? I'm not superstitious, are you? I like black cats and walking under ladders. It doesn't matter to me. It's Friday the 13th. It's a number. Whatever. Anyway, okay, welcome everybody. And if you're there, please do pop on so you can say hi. And I know I've got some of my peeps with me. It's raining here in my neck of the woods. How about your neck of the woods? Well, anyway, let's go. It's time to start. So let me show you what we're going to do today. There we go. Here they are. Here are the 3 cards I'm going to show you how to make. Very easy. This is going to be fast. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this absolutely gorgeous designer paper, Dainty Flowers designer paper. Hey, Paula, good morning and happy Friday to you. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Yes, it is Friday the 13th. Can you believe it? Middle of January. Whew. Anyway, here we go. These are the cards that I'm going to make. These feature the Dainty Flowers Designer Series paper, which is in the Celebration catalog. And this is a birthday card for anybody. It can be probably for a man, but for anybody. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to make using designer paper that you have, maybe some retired paper or some new paper, whatever. So let's start with, I think I'll start with these. So let me get this moved over here for a second. And let me tell you a little bit about this paper. This is absolutely, oh no, Friday the 13th. Yes, it is. Are you superstitious? Paula, are you superstitious? Nah. Anyway, this is absolutely gorgeous paper. Now, and everybody has their catalogs. If you don't have your catalogs, please let me know. But you should by now. But this, on page 6 of the Celebration catalog, here it is, Celebration catalog, this paper is featured. And I can tell you right now that what you see here in the catalog does not do it justice. When you see it in real life, it's absolutely gorgeous. The 2 pieces of paper that I'm using today is this one here and this one here with all of the medallions in it. But you can hardly see it. And I understand, of course, because it's a catalog and you can't have a full page for each sheet of paper, but that's too bad. But anyway, trust me, it's gorgeous and it's easy. So let me move these out of the way and let me bring in this one, and we're going to start with this. So what we have here is a piece of the designer paper that I cut out, and this is actually 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then I use the decal die, which I absolutely love the decal die. And originally I thought what I would do is take the decal die, cut the designer paper out, and then cut a piece of matching corresponding cardstock. This happens to be Starry Sky, one of the new in colors for this year and next year. But then I said, you know what? I like the difference. I like the decal effect, and then I like the straight edge. You could do both decals. You could use the next larger die to cut out this if you want, which would look lovely too. But anyway, I decided to do it like that. So anyway, here is my piece of cardstock, my basic white cardstock. You know the routine, folks. So let me just get here and take this and make sure it's nice and straight, and it is. Tools, tools, tools. And then I'm going to take my silicone pad and my adhesive, and I'm going to put some, and by the way, look at the other side of this paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's just, this paper is absolutely beautiful. I mean, oh, and to be an artist, to be able to create these designs, it's amazing. Anyway, so here is my piece of Starry Sky cardstock, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to put my designer paper on top of that, equidistant all the way around. How is that? Now the next thing is just add some adhesive to the back of this Starry Sky. Isn't that a pretty blue? It's a very pretty blue. And bring it back into my base piece, and going to put this on. Look at this. I mean, we're almost done. Isn't this crazy how fast it is? So there is that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of basic white cardstock, and on this I think I'm going to use the message that says thinking of you, because like I said, I do a ton of thinking of you and thank you cards. So I'm going to take Starry Sky ink, take this thinking of you, which is from Peaceful moments, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. That was way too much. You know what? Let's see. I'm just going to restamp it. Oh, wait a minute. One more time. One more time. There we go. Gorgeous. Now, let me move that out of the way so I don't get any ink where I don't want ink. And close this up because you know how I am. And I'm going to take in an old punch, and I probably am going to have to trim this out a little bit. Let me trim this out. There we go. Take this, and I'm going to punch this out just like this. I forget the name of this punch. It's old, but it's okay. Now, the next thing I did was I took a piece of the Starry Sky cardstock, and I already punched this out in Starry Sky. Now, because it's exactly the same size, it wouldn't do me any good if I did it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bisect this piece, just like this. Cut it right in half. Bring my paper back over, and I'm going to add some adhesive to this. And then I'm going to take 1/2 of this Starry Sky and put it on one end like that. And I'm going to take the other half and put it on like this. Whoa, a little bit too much. Just like that. Perfect. Look at that. And see, it just gives it a little tiny mat on each side of the word thinking of you. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals. Some lovely dimensional. Oops, those are the wrong ones. Let's get these out. Oh, let me use these edges, because we love to use edges. It just is a very resourceful use of your edges pieces, perimeter pieces of your dimensionals. And I'm going to trim this out just a little tiny bit because there was a little bit of the blue showing where I didn't want it to show. And I'm going to pop this on kitty corner on the top. You could do it anywhere. You could do it wherever you want. It doesn't matter. That. And then I'm going to take one of my really pretty in color jewels. I think I'm going to go with, I know that this sounds weird, but I think I'm going to take the darker, this is this iridescent blue. It's so pretty. Look at that. And it picks up all the colors in the cardstock. I mean, in the designer paper. So there you go. So that's that. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Leslie. Thank you for popping on. So then I'm not quite finished because there's nothing on the inside. This is going to be a note. So I like to do something on the inside. So I took another piece of the designer paper. This is 4 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. I could use either side. I could do it like this, or I could do it like this. I think I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back side of this. Starting at the fold, the center fold of the card, I am going to put it in here right at the bottom, and I'm going to make sure that I get it right to the edge, and I'm just going to press that like that. And then there's a little tiny smidgeola of paper here, so I'm just going to trim that out like that, and there we have it. There is the card. Now, of course, we have to have an envelope, and the envelope has to be have an envelope flap. So here is this. Here's my envelope flap. And what did I do with my envelope? Oh, hold on a minute. My envelopes are over here. I knew I put them away last night. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Envelopes. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little flap, add some adhesive to it, because when that person goes to the mailbox, we want them to all of a sudden have a smile on their face like, oh, look at this piece of mail that I got. Now I want to make sure that I have it the right way. I could use this side too. Look at how pretty that is. The opposite side of this paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's just so pretty. I can't tell you how much I really appreciate the artists who create these beautiful papers for us so that we can create lovely cards or projects of all sorts. And then I'm just going to trim this out like we always do. And there you have it. Now, within a matter of moments, we made a beautiful card. And these would make a lovely gift for someone. These would make a very fine gift for a birthday or for Mother's Day, or just because you're thinking of someone. There's one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Now, let's do the other one because I can. So let's bring this in. The same kind of basic setup. And by the way, that paper is only good through Celebration, which is ongoing right now. And I'm telling you, that paper is selling out like crazy. So if you're interested, this is the time to go ahead and get a $50 product order assembled, and then you can select this paper. Now look at, this is the medallion one. Look at Caroline, good morning. Thank you for popping on. So nice to have you here on this Friday morning, this wet Friday morning in New England. But there you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if you want, you could stamp your message in here like that, or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my little piece of paper, and on this one, I am going to put thank you. This is a beautiful font from, I don't know where it's from. Anyway, I have tons, as I'm sure you do. Look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? You know what? I'm going to do this one more time. Oh, that's much better. All right, now I have to put the cover on my memento because you know me. And I'm going to take the smaller of, hey, Jean, good morning. Thank you for popping on. It's so nice to have my friends. I say it all the time, but it really does mean a lot when you wake up and, you know, decide you're going to spend some time with me on Friday morning. So here's my little oval punch. Ta-da. Pop that out. Let me get that out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is add a dimensional here as well. One, maybe another little edge piece, because we don't waste any of our supplies. And then, okay, before I put that on, let's get the base of this on. So let me put this on. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, the design is just so beautiful. These, excuse me, like I said, easy, easy, easy. Lovely gift for somebody. Now let's see, I think I'm going to do it this way. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. I'll have that larger flower at the bottom, and I'm just going to put it on equidistant, north, south, east, and west, just like this. And now I'm going to bring my little oval in that says thank you, and I'm going to put this right smack dab in the middle. Very, very elegant, just like that. And then I'm going to take one of these jewels again, and this time I think I'm going to use, let me see, do I have one that has the fresh freesia? I think I do. Let's see, where's my fresh freesia? I've got so many of these here. What did I do with that? Oh, that would be pretty too. Oh gosh, I love my options. You know what? I think I'm going to use this. Look at how pretty. This is the these are the opal rounds. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I think I'm going to use this one, this little one, just like that. Put that on just like that. Oh, isn't that pretty? Ooh, 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 ooh. And then I'm going to take a piece of this, which is the fresh freesia, and this is the dotted fresh freesia. I'm going to add some adhesive once again, just so I can have the inside decorated a little tiny bit, just to make it a little bit fancier, but elegant. I think these are elegant cards. Like that, just like that. And then, yeah, this needs just a little trimming, just a tiny little smidgeola of a trim. And this needs a little bit of a trim right here. Sometimes I don't get it exactly perfect, but there are no mistakes in Stampin' Up. What do you store the gems in? I know you told us once. Yes, Paula, this is what I do. These are from Amazon. They're passport holders. And they come in, I think you can get 50 in a package. They're clear plastic, and it's perfect. It just is absolutely perfect to put these in. You just put them in and then store them in a box, and it's so easy. And then you can just thumb through it very quickly to find whatever you want. If you want to get really technical, you can put the name of it and the number as well. But I don't do that anymore because I don't do it anymore. What's the point? But anyway, it is a point of reference. So anyway, these are the cards, and of course here is the other envelope flap. I'm not going to put that on, but you know what that looks like. So there are these cards for next week. These are going to be for next Monday and Tuesday, those. Okay, aren't they pretty? Oh, I love them. All right, so now let's show you this other card, the little happy birthday card. here it is right here. Look at how cute this is. This is so easy. Now let me tell you what these dimensions are. This is obviously a piece of basic white as the base, the regular 8.5 by 8.5 by 5.5. And then this layer is 5 1/4 by 4. This is early espresso. And then these two pieces of designer paper came from a very old package of designer paper. I don't even know the name of it, but I have lots of scraps left. So this is 1 1/4 by 5, and this is 2 1/4 by 5 inches. Easy, easy, easy. Now the fun thing about this is we're going to use the Stamparatus because as you can see, the placement. Good morning, Deb. Thank you for popping on. I'm so glad you're joining us this morning. Thank you. So you can see the placement of the happy, happy, happy is exactly perfect. And that's why I love my Stamparatus. I say it all the time. If you have good tools, the project is going to be so much fun to make. So here is my Stamparatus. Underneath the plate side, I always put a stamping pad, a pad, because you want to have the pressure of the pad opposing the stamp so that your image is going to get nice and inked up. Then the next thing is, let me bring over the supplies that I need. So here's the paper that I need. Now here is my piece of 2 1/4 by 5, and I've already placed my stamp on the plate. So that's the very first thing you need to do is decide where you want it on your cardstock or on your designer paper and put it on. And usually what I do is take a piece of copy paper from my printer, cut it out the exact same size, and then make sure that I have my stamp exactly where I want it. And then I bring in my piece of designer paper or cardstock. And the whole idea here is that you put it in so that the top and the right-hand side abut the top and the right-hand side of the inner plate. And then take one of the magnets and just put it on the bottom. These magnets are wicked, wicked strong, and that's a good thing. If you got a pacemaker, talk to your doctor about using them. Okay, so the next thing you need to use to take is the Early Espresso ink. Here is the Early Espresso ink. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. Now, here's a little tip. Normally, I would use my Stampin' Spots, but this morning, for some reason, I can't find my Early Espresso Stampin' Spot. The reason I like the Stampin' Spots is because it's small, and the likelihood of me getting ink on my plate is minimal if I use that. But I'm going to see how good I can be this morning with my regular full-size Early Espresso. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to dab it, and then I'm going to bring it over and run it like this, and voila, there is happy. Now the next thing is I'm going to take this plate, lift it up, and bring it down 1 notch. So now I have distance between this happy and the next one. So here we go. Ink it up, bring it over, run it like that, voila. Pick this up, drop it down, bring it over, ink it up, ta-da, and one more time. Talk about easy and fun. Let me tell you this. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Thank you for popping on. It's so nice to have you, my friend. There you go. So there we go. How easy is that? Let me tell you, this Stamparatus is a great tool. If you don't have one, you should get one because it makes life so much easier. Let me tell you, when I'm making bulk cards, when I'm making a lot, like this Christmas, I did hundreds of cards. I did a lot of cards for people as custom projects, and then I did my own. It's so much easier to have the Stamparatus because you're just you're putting your message on the inside of your card. Boom, 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 boom. You get it done real quickly. So anyway, that's how the Stamparatus works. So let me get that back over here so you can see this. Okay, so here is this. Then let me get all the stuff that I need for the card. Talk about easy. Again, basic white cardstock, already there. And my little bone folder, ta-da. And then a piece of Early Espresso cardstock as the base. And I'm going to add that to the base of my card. Talk about fast and quick. Again, another fast, quick card. All right, here we go. Like this. Perfect. Yeah, I can't say enough about the Stamparatus. I don't feature it a lot, and I should show it more because it's such an incredible tool to have. But it's It's something that I cannot live without because I make a lot of cards. I make a lot of projects. Okay, so I'm going to bring the happy in. Oh, I forgot to stamp up the birthday. So wait a minute. Let's do that. So here is this, like that. And then I'm going to put this piece of designer paper. We could use either side, but I'm going to use that. I kind of like the brick effect of this. And I'm going to put this on right here like this. Okay. And then I am going to select now on my sample card. I used one of these old embellishments that I have. I absolutely love those. It was so pretty. They're flat. Kind of looks like a little wheel. But on this one, what I'm going to use one of the rustic metallic embellishments because, oh, this one's not even opened. Imagine that. Oh no, wait a minute. I've got one here that is opened. Let's use this up first. All right, so I think I'll take this, and I'm going to take this size, and I'm going to pop it on to this. I'm going to put it right down here, just like that. And then I'm going to take the happy birthday, which is right here, and I'm going to use Memento ink instead of the Early Espresso, just to give it a little contrast. And I'm going to put that on just like this. There we go. There is the birthday. Now, the inside of the card, I have to make this a little bit whimsical because it's a birthday card. So let me get my birthday ribbon and my Early Espresso ink again right here. And I'm going to open this up and very carefully I'm going to stamp this. And then I'm going to take this and put that on like that. Leslie, during celebration is a fabulous time to invest in a stamp writer since you only need to add something small like dimensionals and you qualify for a celebration product choice. You are so right, Leslie. Absolutely correct. Perfect, perfect. So here's my envelope, and I'm going to do the same thing with the envelope and add a little balloon here, so obviously the recipient knows that when this person gets it in the mail, voila, it's a birthday card. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I am going to add an envelope flap because I can. So we're going to take the envelope and add some adhesive right here. Yeah, the Stamparatus is a tool that the demonstrators I know just use it all the time. I have lots of friends who have it too and use it all the time because it's an incredible tool. You never ever have to worry about perfect placement of an image or words when you are using your Stamparatus, because once you get that stamp placed where you want it, bada boom, bada bing, it's done. There we go. Okay, so there's the envelope, there is the card, and there you go. So these are the things that we're going to be doing next week, Monday and Tuesday. Whoops, let me get you over there. There we go. Okay, Monday and Tuesday, this is what we're going to do. Aren't these just so pretty? I just love them. Easy, easy. So you could take this template, make your own take your own designer paper remnants and make a different card, but using that same template. And then this is absolutely gorgeous. This paper is just beautiful. So that's the story here. This one and this one. Now, I did want to say that on the 21st, I still am having my Valentine class. That you're going to get the Love Treat boxes kit. Remember this little Love Treat box? You're going to make these little cute little boxes, and you get the whole thing. You get the stamps. You get the 20 boxes. You're going to get a wink of Stella. You're going to get a package of pearls. You're going to get the combo ribbon and a half a package of the Country Flower designer series paper. Plus, you're going to get a celebration item. So the cost of the class is $65. I need to know if you're coming. I don't have any more room for people on the 21st. That class is sold out. However, I'm going to offer it again on Wednesday. Good morning, Andrea from California. Good morning. Boy, Andrea, you woke up very early to be with us. Thank you so much for popping on. So anyway, on the Wednesday, on the 25th at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to have the Valentine class then. But You must let me know today or tomorrow if you're interested in this, because I have to get my order placed ASAP. Okay? So that's the story there. So I think, sorry for the cough, I think that's it, my friends. I'm so glad that you were able to stop in. Leslie, thanks for popping on from New Hampshire. When I first introduced it, I did a class featuring 5 techniques. Oh, I should do that too. What a great idea, Leslie. What a fantastic idea. And if you're not attached to Leslie's videos, you should. She's in New Hampshire. You can Google her, Leslie Percival, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you can hook up to her videos as well. So, my friends, thank you so much. It's been great spending Friday morning with you. Even though it's Friday the 13th, who cares? Good luck to everybody today. It's a good luck day. All right, so I will talk to you next week. And next week, I've got a really cute Valentine card that I'm going to show you, which could be used for other things. And you'll be interested to see the color combination that I use too. Okay? All right, my friends, thank you so much. I love